All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our next fighter to the ring, Ray Oliveria Jr.
Here we go, 8 rounds in the super welterweight division, and making his way to the ring first. Ray, someone you're very familiar with, your son, Ray Oliveria Jr., making his long-awaited return, his first fight in almost 4 years. He's taking on a tall order tonight, but Ray, you have worked obviously with your son closely throughout his career on and off, and he comes in tonight at 10-3 with 2 knockouts. But what is the one thing that Ray does the best from what you've seen in his skill set? What is his top strength?
His biggest strength is he comes forward and he doesn't quit. That's what I like to see today. Not just come forward patiently and don't quit hitting those arms.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring, Mike Fontanez.
Well, tonight, Oliveria Jr. taking on a tall order against Mike Fontanez, who comes in, the southpaw from Nashua, New Hampshire, 10-0 with 6 of those wins by knockout. Another fighter who came to CES from Team Combat League, and he was somebody who had a lot of distrust in the boxing industry, had heard some horror stories about promoters and how the game works. And you know how this sport works,
yes.
Right? A lot of them are true, unfortunately, but the attention that he received from Director of Operations Pat Sullivan and the opportunity to work with Jimmy Birchfield made him want to sign long-term with CES. And they said, listen, we've got a plan here. Let's get to double-digit wins. Let's talk about fighting for a title in 2025. And that's what right now he is on track to do, but first he needs to get through Ray Oliveria Jr.
Like we tell him, you either want to run with the gorillas or run with the wolves. We're the gorillas.
Fontanez turned pro in 2022, started fighting at the age of 13 after getting into an altercation in 8th grade, and he's picked up the sport well and fell in love with it immediately. And here he is, even after a short-lived stint as a community college baseball player, he has now found his calling in professional boxing, and he is looking to make it 11-0 tonight. Let's send it up to our ring announcer, Adam Palazzo, with the official introductions.
The following fight is scheduled for 6 rounds in the super welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the blue and white trunks. He weighed in at 149 pounds. His pro record, 10 wins, 3 losses, with 2 big victories by way of knockout. Fighting out of the whaling city of New Bedford, Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen, the Prince, Ray Oliveria Jr. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the beige trunks. He weighed in at 154 pounds. His pro record, perfect. 10 wins, no losses, with 6 big victories by way of knockout. Hailing from Nashua, New Hampshire, ladies and gentlemen, the blessed southpaw, Mike Fontanez. The man in charge of the action when the bell rings, Mr. Arthur McCanty.
Another iconic referee, Arthur McCanty, in the ring tonight to give instructions to both fighters. And Ray, you will notice in the corner of Ray Oliveria Jr. is the Big Six Boxing Academy, Jason Estrada and Roland Estrada. And Ray, you had mentioned to me during the broadcast, if he's going to go with anybody else, this was one of the 2 camps that you wanted him to go to. And why is that?
I trust him. They're not going to, you know, Ray needs to fear. I would say a fighter needs to fear the trainer.
Yeah.
They need to listen to him and respect him. Ray both fears and respects them. Some people go, what do you mean by fear? If I tell you to get up and go run, believe me, I told plenty of trainers I ain't running. But if I feared him,
yeah,
I want to go run.
And we'll see if the fear instilled in Ray Oliveria Jr. will make a difference tonight against Mike Fontanez. Again, this is Ray's first fight in 4 years, only his second fight since 2019. But he comes in with a record of 10-3. He had some big fights on the New England circuit. during that 2015, 2016 era, had some big wins. He beat Andy Gonzalez, who was 3-0 at the time. He beat Jose Carlos Rivera, who was 2-0 at the time. Also had a victory over David Wilson, who was 5-1-1. So he was really climbing the ranks in New England, and you had been working side by side with him during that stretch. What did he do particularly well during that time frame?
What Ray did well in that time frame, he was in the gym every day.
Yeah.
He picked his craft, continued fighting. What went dead for him is it's hard for him to get fights. Everyone feared the name.
Sure.
Everyone feared that, he hits too hard. He only got 2 knockouts. I think he has a better record than Fontanez, but it's an even fight. Both fighters have about the same amateur record. Both fighters got 10 wins. It's just who wants it more.
Last time we saw Fontanez was in October in Revere, Massachusetts. He had a knockout win over Bruno Leonardo Romay. And tonight really is the toughest test of his career. It's a big step-up fight for him, really a big step up for both guys. We mentioned that Fontanez, the southpaw, was one of the many fighters discovered by CES and vice versa through Team Combat League. And here he is now, part of this real new class of CES fighters that we've been seeing in these last couple of shows. It's really a great time for classic entertainment and sports and the sport in New England in general.
Yes, Fontanez, got with CES. I'm happy he got with CES. I love the young man, and I think it's a big step up, not just for Ray, but also for Fontanez.
Absolutely. It's a great barometer fight for both guys, and we're seeing some of the early action here tonight. Fontanez trying to use that reach to his advantage, coming out in that southpaw stance as expected.
Both fighters can't wait for each other. They have to set the pace. They can't be sitting down and waiting. Both fighters, somebody has to set the pace of this fight. Don't keep it a slow pace.
30 seconds to go in round 1. Once again, it's Michael Parenti and Sucre Ray Oliveira bringing you all the action tonight here on DAZN as CES Boxing presents Love and War live from Mohegan Sun Arena. We thank you for joining and sticking with us throughout the night. Still have plenty action to come, including the first of 3 title bouts up next. So please don't go anywhere, and you're in the midst of another great one right here in the super welterweight division. Ray Oliveira Jr. in the blue and white, taking on Mike Fontanez in the camouflage trunks. Interesting open round, very much a feeling out round there, right?
Yeah, definitely feeling out round there. I found it kind of weird that Fontanez wanted to sit down there and allow Ray to hit him. I thought Fontanez would be on his toes and try to outbox him. I think it's the advantage to Ray that Fontanez is standing there and allowing him to bang. He wants to stay on the ropes. Is he trying to trick Ray in? Or if he really thinks because he's the bigger guy, I'm the stronger guy.
And you had mentioned that Oliveira's only had 2 knockouts in his career. He's never been a big puncher. He's been a very good boxer and has used that to his advantage. So is this another case tonight, Ray, where you think that Oliveira has to outbox Fontanez and doesn't want to get into a slugfest per se?
Ray wants to get in a slugfest. He's not a knockout puncher, but he's a big hitter. Well, Ray will wear you down and make you either quit in the stool or quit by not throwing punches anymore.
Round number 2 underway. And Ray, it's important to know the difference between the two, right? Just being a big puncher, but like you said, a heavy hitter.
Yes. Ray is definitely the heavier hitter here. As I know Ray, I haven't worked with Fontanez, seen him fight a couple times. My thing to see, the bigger guy is Fontanez. He came in yesterday at 154. Ray came in at 149. I would have liked to see Ray coming at 152. Because, carry the weight. If it's at 154, carry that weight.
Yeah. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, too. I remember when Ray was more active in 2015, 2016, the talk of him fighting at 47, mostly, not 54. So, he can certainly fight in both classes.
Ray, I liked him at 47. I haven't seen him in a while. He grew up. And as you grow up, you get thicker.
Tougher to drop that weight, too, for sure.
So 54 might be a good weight class for him. But you know what? Come in at 52. Don't come in at 149.
Fontanez working the body. Ray Oliveira thought that was a little bit low. He looked over to Arthur Mercanti to get a check on that, but Mercanti did not agree. Halfway through round 2. This one's scheduled for 6, not 8. Nice right hand there by Oliveira.
That's
backs
what
up
Ray
Fontanez.
wants to keep Fontanez on the ropes. He's going to allow you to stay there. And again, Fontanez is where he wants to be, in the middle of the ring. Ray can't wait. He's got to put some snap into those punches. Or Fontanez is just going to outbox him. Yes, he's not on his toes and working, but he's picking those punches when he wants to.
Fontanez has been trying to establish that jab, and he's been trying to establish it to the body and upstairs. Really kind of using it now as a distance finder, and then he lands that little cross left hand. There it is again.
And Ray's the kind of guy that, as the rounds go on, he gets stronger. He picks it up more. His speed and strength comes more. Good straight left hand by Fontanez right there. Again, he lands another straight left hand.
He's landed a series of those straight lefts, Ray, as you mentioned. And he seems very comfortable, Fontanez does, on the outside, on the peripheral, just boxing in a circle.
Ray wants to pick up the pace on this fight. Doesn't make it so. Fontanez wants the slow pace and pick him apart.
And this is where cutting off the ring also becomes important.
See, that's where Ray wants him, on those ropes, not in the middle of the ring. So now Fontanez will pick him off with that right jab.
Final 10 seconds here of round 2.
Beautiful move by Fontanez right there. Ray leading with his head, running with a 1-2-1-2, straight down the pipe. I got this round, the fight right now even, 1-1. You can see Fontanez, he's going back to the rope, but he's timing it back, he's pulling back, and Ray's leaning in with his head. Ray has to pick up the pace.
I think when you consider Oliveira's had the 4-year layoff, he's looked pretty good through 2 rounds here. I don't see cardio being an issue at all, and it's never been an issue in his career. He's always come in shape and ready to fight. Fontanez seems comfortable, Ray, just kind of boxing on the outside if that's what he can do. At some point, Oliveira may have to make that move to try to cut the ring off and try to trap him into a corner or get him against the ropes, like you said. And it's easier said than done when a fighter's so quick on his feet.
Fontanez wants to box.
Yes.
Ray wants to fight. But if you want to fight, you got to go after it. You got to put that pressure on and make him want to fight. Don't try. The pace is too slow. That's what Fontanez wants. He wants to slow this pace down.
And certainly, as you know, there is no reward without the risk. And so at some point when a fighter is doing what Fontanez is doing, it becomes repetitive for more than 3-4 rounds, and it's kind of the onus on you to make that move. And we'll see if Oliveira can do it. Right now, he comes out firing early, trying to work to the body against Fontanez.
And that's what Ray wants to do, just keep taking that body apart. Make his hands fall.
Now Fontanez working the body with that left hand.
He's getting the spacing. Fontanez wants that spacing. He wants to keep it long. Well, Ray wants to keep it in the phone booth.
No, absolutely. And no question, Fontanez wants to stay in the middle of the ring. He doesn't want to be against the ropes. And whenever he does, or whenever he can, he fights his way back to the center of the ring. And Fontanez doing a nice job with that straight left hand. It's really been the best weapon for him since round 2.
Yeah. Ray's throwing his right hand, bringing his right foot with him and squaring right up. With Fontanez, would just drop that left straight down the middle.
Round number 3 of a scheduled 6. Michael Parenti and Sucre Ray Oliveira. Thanking you once again for joining us on DAZN, live from Mohegan Sun Casino.
That's where Ray wants him. They're on the ropes. He's waiting, slower pace.
Nice left that time by Fontanez. That one snapped Oliveira's head back.
He's walking in without putting that jab on. He's picking him apart.
Nice body shot there by Fontanez with the left hand.
Good right hook by Fontanez.
Right hook followed by that left again downstairs. And now Fontanez starting to put a little pressure on here, Ray, in round 3.
Like I said, Fontanez wants to slow a pace. He wants to pick him apart. Fontanez probably said, I'll go to 6 rounds. I'll just pick you apart all day. Ray should make it into a war.
Now Oliveira backs him against the ropes. Fontanez slips right back out, right back to the center of the ring. So Oliveira wasn't able to take advantage of it right there in that moment. And you're right, Ray, because you see whenever Oliveira has those brief moments where they're in that phone booth per se, he lets his hands go. That's where he wants to be. It's just harder to get there than he'd like to.
He's walking in without throwing anything.
Yeah.
You got to put a jab behind him. If you're going to walk in, your head's right there for me to hit. See, that's where Ray wants to be. He wants to continue punching. Because Fontanez could counter right off that. He's throwing his punches too slow and staying in the middle.
20 seconds to go in round 3. Oliveira trying to pick up the pace here at the end of the round. Nice right hand by Oliveira there. Lands on Fontanez.
Is the right hand, left hand stance bothering Oliveira? Fontanez is going to his left, which Ray
Fight fans, after the fight, this is the official CES boxing after party and comics.
So round 3 in the books. It's been a close fight. It's been a very good one so far. And I think, Ray, even if, you know, we thought it was 1-1 after 2 rounds, maybe 2-1 Fontanez at this point, in any event, this 4th round's a real big swing round here for both guys.
This is the round right here where I believe Ray Jr. has to win this round. Not just win it, but you want to hurt him to that body to let him know if we're going to go 2 more rounds, I'm going to be hurting you. So Ray has to pick up that pace. Boxing's all about the pace. Who sets the pace? And one of the fighters want to set the pace. Fontanez wants a slow, picking apart pace. Ray wants the fast, banging pace.
And you certainly don't want to be counting rounds in the corners and start doing math in your head, but you got to start thinking about where you are and understand how many rounds you have and what the score might be, and understanding what those swing rounds are. And anytime you're in a 6-round fight, that 4th round really does turn out to be crucial, because it could be, you could be down 3, you could be up 1, you could be down 1, and
yes,
in any event, that 4th round can certainly turn the tide. It can make it either harder to come back or put you right on pace to get the victory.
Yeah, you don't want to go to round 5 when you're down
no.
3-1.
You don't want to make the job harder than it needs to be.
Exactly.
Nice exchange here by both guys. Fontanez working the body pretty effectively here, really starting to pick up the pace with the body shots in round 4. Nice right hand there by Oliveira.
Got to put them hips behind those punches.
Now we'll see if Ray can land some flurries here and just, at the very least, stop Fontanez from doing what he wants to do and getting in the center of the ring. Good right hook there by Fontanez on the break.
Ray's throwing wide and down the middle's all open. This is where he wants to keep him with both hands.
Nice body shot again by Fontanez.
See, Oliveira's throwing 1 shot at a time. He's got to put them together. Fontanez is putting in 2-3 shots.
Fontanez doing a great job changing levels in this fight, using his height to his advantage. He's going downstairs, he comes back upstairs, and certainly been effective in that regard. Mostly here in round 4, I've really been beginning to see his ability to go downstairs and go upstairs quickly. Oh, nice left. That one snapped Oliveira's head back. We've been talking about that left hand the entire fight.
He's walking into these shots, and Fontanez is picking them apart. I'll box you all day and take you apart.
Again to the body by Fontanez. Follows with a right hook upstairs. That one just missed.
See, Fontanez putting in combinations.
Straight left again, right down the middle. And Fontanez starting to find his rhythm and find his pace.
He's just walking in, trying to land that 1 punch while Fontanez is picking him apart. Ray has to get desperate here. He has to get desperate.
Oliveira trying to get an opportunity here against the ropes against Fontanez.
But he's throwing these punches, 1 punch at a time. He's throwing punches like he's holding a sledgehammer.
Ooh,
instead of a hammer. And people, what's the difference? The sledgehammer goes boom, boom. Well, a hammer goes boom, 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 boom.
Oh, short little left hook there by Fontanez.
Double that up.
Well, Ray, we talked about this being a big round, and Fontanez has really stepped to the plate here in round 4.
He definitely is.
Combination here by Fontanez. Again, stops Oliveira in his tracks. Final 10 seconds of round 4. And Oliveira at this point just wants to get to the bell, as Fontanez really starting to pick him apart now. Fontanez already walking back before the bell rings.
I got Fontanez definitely up 4-1. You can see right here. Ray's walking with his head tall, and Fontanez just picking him apart. He's throwing 1 punch at a time while Fontanez putting in combination. There, 3-punch combination. Step off to my right. Again, 3-punch combinations. step out backwards. Why sit there and rumble? Let me get my punches off, what punches doing, and then stepping away.
You know, Ray, I don't typically like to read body language on fighters, but it seems like this is almost personal for Fontanez in the way he has been looking at Oliveira. It doesn't feel that he respects Oliveira's power or his ability. He's really kind of smiling, laughing. He turned his back on him with 1 second to go in the round. Is there anything you think to that, where this is a personal war?
He respects him as the person, doesn't respect him as the fighter.
Right.
I'm the 54-pounder. You belong at 47, young man. This is my weight class. I did not like the weight, but he's his own man, his own person.
So here we are, round number 5, and again, we talked about big rounds. This is even bigger for Oliveira, and I do think, Ray, at some point, as we're going to take a quick break, we're going to have ringside physician take a look at Oliveira. That's Dr. Stephanie Alessi on the apron. Doing a quick neurological check. Looks like everything's a go, and the fight will continue, and round 5 will begin. And you see Fontanez chirping, not sure what he's saying there. But Ray, as you know better than anybody, it only takes one punch to wipe the smile off somebody's face and change the style, you know, change the momentum. So we'll see if Oliveira...
And Oliveira does have that power to change everything in one fight, but does he want it?
Yeah, I agree with you 1,000%. You want to see him want that and get angry here in round 5, and, and try to do something to, you know, change the momentum a bit.
He's too calm, too patient. Take the smile off onto his face.
Yeah.
If you want this, come get it. See, he landed a right hook there. This one he should get angry and throw something in there.
Oliveira trying to dig to the body. Fontanez covering up nicely. His defense has been pretty solid in this fight as well. We've talked so much about the offense, but the defense has been equally impressive. Oliveira trying to get a couple through there upstairs. Fontanez seems willing here in round 5 to engage.
I think Fontanez is happy with what the rounds he got. What Ray's throwing, it looks like Fontanez, you know, I don't respect your part. Everyone says you hit, but I don't feel it, I don't see it.
That becomes up to Oliveira to do something about that and change that perception. He's got these opportunities here in round 5, but of course, time not on his side. And this would be a great time for him to make a move, and we'll see if he can do that. Again, this one's scheduled for 6. Mike Fontanez in the camouflage trunks taking on Ray Oliveira Jr. in the blue and white.
This is where Jr. has to be desperate. You have to be desperate. This goes to the win. Fontanez calling straight over left and stun him in his track.
Another one there by Fontanez. 2 left hands.
One.
And it seems like Fontanez here in round 5 just as willing to pick up the pace as much as Oliveira Jr. is willing to pick up the pace. And now we're starting to see both guys trade some leather here in round 5. It's been a very good fight.
Fontanez is allowing Junior to come in and just, you know, you're staying in front of me. I can just counter your punches.
That straight left hand continues to be the weapon of choice for Fontanez. I mean, he is called the blessed southpaw for a reason. He's been putting it on display tonight.
He has to come back with that left hook after that right hand. When one missed, the other one will connect.
Good right hand by Oliveira. Now he's got a chance with Fontanez against the ropes, but Fontanez slips back out to the center of the ring. Final 15 seconds of round 5. Nice exchange by both fighters here in the center of the ring. Neither guy's back down. That's what you'd love to see.
Neither one. And honestly, I got Oliveira winning this round here.
He lands another left there right before the bell. A good round for Oliveira. I think he did show something there, Ray, and climb back into the fight. Still got one more round to go and still has a lot of work to do, but this fight's still up for grabs.
Yeah, well, I got Fontanez you know.
Let's say it's 3-2, right?
3-2.
Yeah.
But I think Ray needs a count here to pull it away.
If the scorecards are what we think they are, he would need to obviously win round 6. That would make it a draw. A knockdown could give him the victory. So Fontanez really isn't out of the woods yet. We don't know what the official judges have on their scorecards. This is how you and I see it. I see it the same way you do. I think Oliveria had a much better round 5, and I think at that point he was dictating the pace a little bit better and coming forward, and obviously he has to do more of the same here in round 6, and maybe even a little more than that, knowing where he might be on the cards. And I'm sure his corner is telling him that.
The only difference I have here is why is the ref asking his junior okay? I mean, he's coming forward throwing punches.
Yeah, their second time here, they've taken a look.
Yeah, is he getting caught with punches? Yes, but he hasn't gone down. Didn't look like he got rumbled or hurt there. So why are we asking, see if you're okay?
Yeah, I agree with you, Ray, and I understand that they're cautious and safety is the concern, but I have not seen anything from Oliveria that would make me think he can't continue the fight.
I mean, with the referee doing that, that would make me angry if I was Oliveria. Like, let me show you I'm okay.
Exactly. We'll see what kind of passion he has here in round 6. Trying to land on Fontanez, trying to get him against those ropes, Ray, as you mentioned. That's where he wants to take the fight. That's not where Fontanez wants to be.
And even if Fontanez wants to keep in the middle, well, let me just throw it right down the pipe, because he's not moving. He's staying right in front of you.
And with respect to Fontanez, he's certainly been willing to engage. Lands a big left there. Another left hand. Oh. And now Fontanez starting to put some combinations together here in round 6. Oliveria's going to have to pick up the pace quickly here. Another left, and Arthur McCanty's going to stop it.
Why? Why?
Oliveria not happy, storms off to his corner. And now Fontanez is over there talking to him as well. I think now we're getting a show of respect from both fighters. Fontanez having a conversation with Oliveria at the end. They hug it out.
Fighters are always friends. Before the fight, after the fight, during the fight, but not.
That's right. That's
after
right.
And before we are.
So referee Arthur McCanty steps in there and stops it early in round number 6. It looks like officially 46 seconds into the round. We'll get the officials from Adam Palazzo in a minute, but once again, Dr. Alessi on the apron checking out Ray Oliveria. They checked them out after round 4 and round 5. And I think that was kind of an indication that Arthur McCanty was going to step in if something went awry. Fontanez landed a couple of hard combinations there. They stepped in and called a halt to it. I thought it was still anybody's fight at that point. Could have been on the scorecards. We don't really know. We'll find out possibly afterward. With that, let's send it up to Adam Palazzo, who has the particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 47 seconds into round 6 by TKO, and still undefeated, the blessed southpaw, Mike Fontanez.
So that's officially 47 seconds into round 6, the knockout victory for Mike Fontanez. Ray, you didn't necessarily agree with the stoppage there?
No, I definitely don't agree with the stoppage there. With Fontanez hitting him, yeah. At what point did... I'm not saying it because it's my son, but it is my son. I mean, I don't see... Did you give... Because you like me so much, you wanted to be saved, let it go.
Well, in any event, it ends up as a knockout victory for Mike Fontanez, who improves to 11-0. And this is just right. Once again, this is just the start of the evening. We've got